Hello, welcome. What is good, everyone? Tone here with today's Dominion Daily. Last session we kicked it up to Tier 5 card pool, which added coffers, villagers, exiles, and reactions. This is game 2, playing with these new cards, so hopefully we see a few, at least one or two in this next game, which I will jump into right now. By the way, if any of you would like to support this channel and my other related projects, you can do so over at patreon.com/tonehack. Feel free to go take a look at that. Okay, Lackeys is new. 2 cards and 2 villagers when gained, which can be used as actions. Fortune Teller. Actually a lot of new stuff on here. I think we're gonna open like Sentinel Silver and gain a Magpie early or something. I don't want to hold up my opponent too much here, so I wasn't going to read every single one of these cards immediately. But let's see. We open with 3 coppers. Sentinel's always pretty good. This is just some solid trashing here. We'll go ahead and grab that. Let's see, so Fortune Teller, Terminal Silver, so it gives us 2 coin. Then each other player reveals cards from the top of their deck until they reveal a victory card or a curse. They put it on top and discard the rest. Okay, so it's sort of like, this feels like a good version of like Bureaucrat. Which puts, I mean, they're different in some ways, but that's kind of what that effect reminds me of. It basically means they're going to have at least one bad card in their hand. This probably becomes pretty bad once you use Sentinel to trash all your estates, because then they might not have victory cards or curses in their deck. A Snowy Village, +1 card, +4 actions and a buy, but you ignore any further actions you might get this turn. I wonder if Villagers bypasses that. That's a good question. We have 4 now. What is research? Trash a card from your hand. For a coin it costs, set aside a card from your deck face down on this, and start your next turn, put those in your hand. It's pretty solid for like hitting good numbers early. Festival is really strong. There's a lot of trashing here. Interesting. I think I want to grab a silver. I'm gonna try and hit 5. Maybe that shouldn't be a priority on this board. I kind of like the idea of like Magpie. Butcher trashes too. Trash a card from your hand to gain a card, costing up to 1 more than it for coffers you spent. So I guess you can spend coffers right there as well. We hit 4 here. I think I will grab that Magpie. I don't have a good beat on this card, but it's been pretty strong in pretty much every board I have seen it on. So +1 action, or card +1 action, so it's a cantrip that refunds its action and its draw. Reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a treasure, put it into your hand. If it's an action or victory card, gain a Magpie. So you gain a bunch of these, and then if you have like golds and silvers and stuff in your deck, it like kind of just like hoovers them into your hand, which is pretty nice. Okay, we can trash up to 2 cards. I was looking if there's some way we can set up a Magpie to gain another Magpie, but we're gonna draw all of these next turn no matter what. I'm just gonna trash 2 estates here, which does make my Magpie less reliable to hit money cards. Let's grab a festival. But we want to have coppers in our deck over estate so we can actually do stuff with our hands. Like, sure, there's a downside to that, but it's like net good. Cool, Magpie already putting in some work for us, giving us another 5 cost here. Man, I haven't seen Festival in a while. For some reason, I thought this kingdom was lacking in actions, but Festival gives you actions. It's Draw, which we want from Library. So actually, Library and Festival are a really good combo. Maybe Magpies are terrible if we want to build around these, actually. I'll grab another Festival first. Because the Library basically fills your hand back up to 7. When it's full of like treasure for Magpies or something, then it's not as good. It's great when you have terminal actions like Festival, or this isn't this is like a stop card. It doesn't draw. So you play these, you get a lot of benefit from it, and it clears out your hand, and then you play Library to fill it up with cards again, which you can play again. Definitely go ahead and trash 2 coppers here. We have 6 to spend. Yeah, I want to keep grabbing festivals. Black uses draw as well. It's not great draw though. What's our opponent been up to? I haven't really been paying attention to them. They opened Magpie Sentinel. Got a research. Lackeys, and a silver. So they didn't grab a... Okay, they did have a sentinel. They grabbed another silver. We hit 6 again. I can actually grab 2 3s as well if I felt like that was a good thing. I don't want to keep grabbing festivals until we trash more. We've had 3 good Sentinel draws, so I guess I've trashed 6 of my 10 starting cards. We get Sentinel now, so yeah, I guess Library is looking good now. Is that the first festival my opponent bought? Have I bought 4 of them already? Order doesn't matter. I have 3 buys and 7 to spend. I get like a festival and a lackey. don't want that library now. Maybe I should have bought a lackey. Having some villagers in my deck feels like a decent failsafe. I probably should have bought one lackey. Okay, they're buying festivals now. Makes me feel like we're competing for them at this point. Okay, we just gained another magpie. I have 7 again here, so I guess I'll grab that lackey now. So they give you 2 villagers, which we can use as actions whenever we want. Which would be pretty nice if we draw a hand of, say, only library. Or only lackey, and then, like, treasures and stuff. We can draw into, like, festival and something else and not have our turn end right away. I was afraid they were going to buy 2 festivals. These are like a hot commodity right now. There's 30 golds in here, or there were. I have 2 actions. Actually, I don't think the Sentinel's amazing here. Or to play first, at least. Sure. Okay, what order do we want these in? Put the lackeys up here so we can draw. Okay, we're gonna draw through a whole deck this turn. Actually, maybe not, because I'm gonna gain some magpies here. We drew through everything but the 2 magpies we added. So we have 2 coppers left in our deck to trash. What do I have here? I have 14 coin to spend. I think I want these last 2 festivals. What would I get for 4? Fortune Teller going to be good once our opponent starts buying greens. Grab another lackey. I want 2 lackeys. Not particularly. I'm not too concerned about the magpie split. So I think we won the... We got what we... Like the biggest resource I think on this board, which is Festival. The competitive like resource here is gone. So now I think we... That was like our first goal, was try to get like a lot of festivals in our deck right now. So now I think we look at how we actually win with this deck. I think we want at least 1 more library. We probably need to add like a gold or 2 to our deck. We probably get the triple province at some point. How much did I play last time? I had 14 to spend. There's another copper in there I'm probably going to trash. That would make it 13. Not that I have to trash that. From 14 we need 6. 10 more to hit triple province. So we would need a lot of gold. A bit of a dud turn here. We trashed a copper. Oh, I have 2 coppers actually. And we get all this in our hand next turn, which is going to be really good. Have 9 to spend. We'll go ahead and grab that library. Did I just grab the last magpie? Probably. I was about to say, I think we start buying provinces here now. I think we'll have turns where we can buy provinces and gold and build up to some pretty strong turns. I think we skip most of the magpies. We try to hit our other library and all our festivals. Okay, everything else is good from here. Magpie's fine. This doesn't have money that I can hit. We draw the rest of our deck here. Close. Well, with lackeys we do. Okay. Oh, we can use library to discard... No, it won't let us discard copper. I was looking at a way to get copper in our discard pile so we can play Sentinel. So I have 14, 17 to spend here. I just grabbed 2 provinces. Either that or province gold. I'm just gonna double province here. I don't know. I don't think spending time now, time as in like turns and like potential buys and stuff, to try and build our deck bigger. I don't think it builds fast enough to make a difference, because it would take us several turns of sacrificing buying provinces to get to the point where we get a 3rd province. And by that point, we've sacrificed like 2 or 3 provinces so that we can get 1 more province on like a future turn. And I don't think this game is going to last quite that long. We have all of our draw nearly in our hands. I think keeping the magpies is fine. I'll skip the Sentinel though. Festivals definitely get kept. I don't really want that many magpies. We'll take the lackeys and the festivals. I kind of want the magpies to draw festivals and not coin, actually. Maybe I wasn't supposed to take any of those magpies. I'm trying to get my hand as small as possible before we play the 2nd library. Okay, it really doesn't matter at this point. Wait, those are some bad hits. Okay, well, we drew through our entire deck again anyways. Nothing to gain from playing any of these. Let's grab 2 more provinces. We're up by here, 11. So if he double provinces, they win. Maybe I was supposed to think that out more. They can gain a province off of Butcher. You may trash a card from your hand to gain a card costing up to 1 more than it per coffers you spent. So they will have 3 coffers here. They can win here. Okay, they didn't though. Because they could have bought a province and butchered something into a province. Okay. Do I play Library instead of Magpie? What a bad hand. I think I do. We have villagers to spend. I'll keep another library. Oof, that library is looking really bad with all these provinces in my hand. Absolutely terrible, actually. I think we just take that. Do I play Sentinel here? May as well. There's that copper, which I will trash still. Do we want to trash one of the lackeys? I'm actually going to need that this turn, so trash that. And what order do I need things in? Something like this. Using my villagers this turn. Play some extra actions. Again, that was the primary reason I grabbed those. What's going to be... So we had not a dud turn, but not the kind of turns we've been consistently getting and wanting. We're going to have a pretty good draw next turn, I think, because we had a lot of bad cards in our starting hand this time. So I grab a province, and what am I up by? 14 now? That was pretty good. Do I need anything for 4? Not really. I'm just going to end my buys. Wow, I still ended up with 2 provinces in my hand. Okay. So there was one in my last 4 cards there, and then I guess I shuffled one. Pretty unlucky. There goes 3 of my festivals. This has potential to be a pretty good turn though. We're up by 13, which is going to be hard for them to do much about. Two buys and 12 to spend. Okay, they just resigned essentially by ending the game there. You know what? Could I have won this game like way sooner just by buying out the whole lackeys pile to pile out? I bet you there was a moment I could have. All it would have taken is any turn where I had 12 to spend and 6 buys, which was a lot of turns, and then also being at higher victory points than my opponent. I bet you we could have won sooner by piling out the lackeys, and I didn't see it. Always something to keep an eye on when you get a few piles going down. Not a lot to say about this board. It looked... There was like a lot of new stuff going on here, but we didn't have to interact with it. Just Sentinel's really good trashing. I probably didn't even need to buy that Magpie early. Usually this is a pretty strong card to have, because getting Magpies and then like lots of like golden stuff, it's pretty strong usually. It's pretty good when there's no trashing, because they'll hoover up all your coppers as well. But like Festival and Library was a pretty good combo on its own there. And then, I mean, what else did we grab other than that? We grabbed the Sentinel for trashing. We just grabbed the Magpies because... and we grabbed some lackeys so we can get those extra villagers, which did come in handy that second to last turn there. Having those extra villagers really saved what could have been like a complete dud turn. But yeah, none of these new cards really came into play for us. I think Butcher is something that could have been useful, possibly. It's hard to say. This actually says you may trash a card from your hand. You don't have to trash. So at the very least it gives you coffers, but the ability to upgrade cards into other cards is pretty strong. I could see something on this board where you maybe got a few more golds, which work real well with Magpie. Then you played Butcher to start turning golds into provinces. Could be pretty strong, but Festival is so good, and we had like the library and stuff. Like, I think there's maybe like a fusion of those two strategies that might be faster than any of them individually. But I think we identified a pretty strong strategy there and played it out pretty well. We ended up pretty close here, 33 to 30. So I think I think a Butcher turning like goals into provinces or something like that could have ended up being pretty dangerous for us. And there was that one turn I think I pointed out where they could have beaten us if they bought a province and butchered something into a province, and they had one coffer in their bank plus 2 from the Butcher, so they could have turned any 5-cost card, which they actually don't have a lot of, into a province. It would have had to be Festival, which would have hurt their gold gen, so. Well, we really won that Magpie split too, despite not even trying to get that. I think winning that, going hard on the festivals early is what really helped us jumpstart there. They made a mistake buying a gold over a festival at one point pretty early, which that would have made this split a lot closer. Wait, did they trash a festival? They must have. Must have butchered it or something? I don't know. Weird. Alright, well, we're going to leave that here for this time. That was a fun round. It was actually kind of nice to see a few of the new cards and not actually having to use them. A little bit of exposure. But we were still able to stick to strategy that kind of new, so. Building largely around Festival and Library was a nice little throwback to playing base Dominion, which I like a lot. But yeah, we'll just leave that here for now, so thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Take it easy, everyone.